Today is 8 a.m. and I'm here with Dr. Thibodeau and myself, Dr. Joshua. And we are here today on the Central Math News Station where all of your math questions will be answered. But today, we'll be showing you how to factor trinomials, a key thing you need to know for calculus and finding critical points and many other various things. Dr. Thibodeau, would you like to get this started?
Thank you, Dr. Joshua. I'd like to begin off by saying that trinomials are very useful whenever you're given the derivative or the second derivative of a function and you are looking for the critical points and or where the function crosses the x-axis. Trinomials are given to you in the function of ax squared plus bx plus c. And in order to factor them, you're going to want to take a half u of the a and a full u of the c. I'll explain that in just a minute, but it's very helpful. So just look at it again. Ax squared, bx, c. So we've set up one function for you today, which is 32n squared minus 4n minus 15. To begin, you're going to want to take the absolute value of b, which is 4. So keep that in mind. And so, to begin, you're going to want to take a half u on 32, which means that you're going to find all the multiples of 32, which is 1 times 32, 2 times 16, and 4 times 8. The reason it's a half u is because I didn't continue in writing 8 times 4, 16 times 2, and 32 times 1. And you're going to take a full u on 15.
And a full u, the only thing that's different between a full u and a half u is you do 15, so 1 and 15, 3 and 5, 5 and 3, 15 and 1. And the full u, since you have 1 and 15, you also have to do 15 and 1, and 3 and 5, you have to do 5 and 3. That's pretty much the difference between a full u and a half u. You have to list out all the factors, not just the beginning ones and the half u.
Okay, so to begin with, to solve this function, you're going to want to do the inner outer, and so what you're going to do is you're going to multiply 32 times 1, and you're going to try to see if the difference between the innards multiplying and the outward multiplying is our absolute value of b, which is 4. So you can try 32 times 1 and 1 times 15, which the difference is not 4. Move down to the next one. You're going to do 32 times 3, and you're going to do 1 times 5. Difference is not 4. Would you continue to elaborate?
32 times 5, that's like 160. Times minus 3, that's too big, that's not 4. 32 times 15, obviously that's way too big. And then next you go down to 2 and 16, and you do the same thing until you get your sum is equal to 4. So you do 16 times 1 minus 2 times 15, it's not 4. 16 times 3 minus 5 times 2, not 4. And you keep going down. 5 times 16, you already know that's too big. 15 times 16, way too big.
So lastly, you're going to move down to the last row. And so you're going to do 8 times 1 and 4 times 15, which the difference is not 4. You're going to move down. 8 times 3 is, what, 24? And 4 times 5 is 20. Hey, wait, hold on. The difference between those two is 4. So you finally found. So you're going to use 8, 4, and 3 and 5. So now, you're going to pretend like I haven't already filled this chart out all the way. And you're going to use your 4 and 8, and you're going to plug the 4 and 8 in. So, then, what you're going to do is you are going to use your 3 and your 5, and you're going to plug them each in your function. And to begin with, you can just put minus for both of them, and you'll find out which signs they need to be later. And so now what you're going to do is you can either use some super smart genius type stuff to figure it out, or you can just guess and check, which is what we did. And we plugged in positive 5, factored it out, and then you get the actual equation. So this is your finished factoring. Joshua, would you please get the camera? The next problem we're going to be showing you how to do is with a different version of factoring. It's a little bit easier, get this marker. So we've set up this equation for you. It's 4y squared minus y minus 3. So to begin with, you're going to find the sum of a and c, which is negative 12. And you're going to find two numbers that will multiply to get you 12. So let's just try negative 4 and 3. Multiply to get negative 12 and add to get negative 1. So those are your two numbers. You're going to write it out again. You're going to get 4y squared minus 4y plus 3y minus 3. So if you look, these are the exact same equation. It's just written differently. So now you can pull out a common denominator, or a common multiple from this. You can get 4y, y minus 1, plus 3y minus 3. You can pull out a common one in that and get 3 times y minus 1. Oh, and look what you got here. You have y minus 1. So you can write that out, and you can get y minus 1 times 4y plus 3. And that's your finished factor. Thank you for joining us today on our Math News Show.
But there is some bonus content. You have a chance to win yourself a prize just by solving this ridiculously hard factoring equation.
Alright, you ready? You're not going to get much time to see it. Are you sure?
Ready for this?
Alright, it's going up in 3. Oh, it already went up. I'm sorry. If you somehow managed to catch that and you're able to factor it, please call us at 1-800-246-MATH. And for you losers who don't know what that is, it's 6284. Thank you for tuning in. Dr. Joshua, good evening.
Good evening. Have a good day.